We all have heard the advice that we should write down our goals. Ample studies indicate that writing down our goals can help our chances of achieving them. The idea of sharing our goals can have stronger success rates too. This might or might not work for some people in certain situations. Researchers in general have found that sharing your goals may actually make you less likely to achieve them. Keep watching to learn why you should keep your goals to yourself. Number 1. You may get talked out of it. If you seek support from others, there is a little chance that people might try to talk you out of it. They may say things like, "Listen, your goals are too unrealistic to achieve and are not worth pursuing," or "You're too old," or the classic reason, "You don't have the money." The truth is that some people's own feelings of inadequacy will make them feel a little less inferior if they can point out your flaws and limitations. By doing so, they can potentially sabotage your chances of success as well. Number 2. You may be constantly asked about your progress. The problem with openly sharing your goals is that other people might start setting expectations for you. They will start expecting progress reports every then and now. This is totally fine if you want their feedback, but imagine if someone constantly asks you how your goal is going on and it makes you feel stressed out. You don't need to invite that kind of pressure into your life. Plus, by putting too much pressure on yourself and making a big deal out of it, you will inevitably get more attention than necessary and possibly unwanted advice from those who may or may not know the complexities of your particular goal. Number 3. You might change your mind. Some people talk about their goals to keep themselves accountable. This might work out for them, but there are some downsides to this, especially if you end up changing your mind. Maybe you realize that what you want to achieve isn't as important as something else. In other words, the goal is not relevant anymore because of external factors and it has no purpose, or maybe there's an opportunity for you to do something even better than what you originally set out to do. And the best part is, if we share our goals with others and not follow through on them, we are often blamed for failing to accomplish them, and we are expected to explain ourselves. There is also the possibility that people around us might stop believing in us altogether because they assume we are either not committed enough or are not capable of achieving goals, even though the assumption could be very far from the truth. Number 4. If you do fail, people might happily remind you of it. When you tell others about your goals, you're making yourself vulnerable in a way that makes you more susceptible to negative feedbacks later on if things don't go as planned. In fact, if you have told people about your goals and have not failed, they will be more than happy to remind you about how much work there is left for you to do. It is hard enough to admit failure, even if it is only temporary. But things get even worse when those failures become public knowledge. The more people know about your goal-related failure, the harder it becomes for you to forget about your mistakes. Number 5. People may take your idea and run with it. If you ask me, what's the biggest reason not to tell people about your goals, I would say it's this one. Because if someone finds out what you're working on and it sounds like a good idea, they may take advantage of it, steal your idea, or possibly claim credit for it as their own. History has shown us that this is the gravest mistake one can do. The very least you can do is try to control who gets access to confidential information and only share it with people who you can trust. Number 6. You don't want to jinx it. Yes, the process of articulating your hopes and dreams can be very powerful, but at the same time, it has the potential to jinx them in ways you may not realize soon enough. It's true that the more you talk about your goals, the more likely you are to doubt them. Talking a lot about your goals can make them sound less important and make it seem like they aren't working out or are further away than they actually are. In the end, doubt creeps into your mind and it makes you feel like giving up because it seems too hard or you won't think it's possible anymore. Number 7. Those you think care may be less supportive as you near your goals. Some people may give you the impression that they care about your goals, but when it comes to push to shove, not everybody is ready for you to achieve them. They may feel like they might be losing a friend or a family member if you happen to succeed. They may not be happy with the new version of you because, quite honestly, you remind them of their failures. You've managed to free yourself from the shackles of mediocrity. Some people might always see themselves as better than you and don't want their own worldview to be changed by your achievements. So remember, before you tell anyone about your next move, double check and make sure that these people are truly supportive of your dreams. In the end, talking about your goals won't get you any closer to achieving them, and only working toward them will. On the other hand, if telling people about your goals is important to you, then by all means, do it. But please make sure you tell it to somebody who will actually encourage you and motivate you to achieve them. Tell it to somebody you can trust. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends so we can keep making them. For more videos like this, hit the subscribe button and remember to click on the notification bell. Also, be sure to check out our other videos as well. Thank you for watching.